True science. The fear of Yahuwah is the beginning of wisdom. One doesn't need to search far to determine the fundamental essence of science. Through the words of Elohim, we gain a precise understanding of what the original concept of science means. This is also confirmed by the New Testament. Additionally, the concrete and tangible branches of the human sciences, like biology, chemistry, and physics, also bear witness to this. We can uncover the most tangible and profound scientific insights ever recorded in the world, authored by the wisest individual to have ever existed. I mean, of course, King Solomon. This wisdom is articulated within the book of Proverbs, as we will explore it further below. The created world bears witness to this. Especially starting from chapter 8, we encounter profound revelations regarding the essence of science, a term closely connected to knowledge and wisdom itself. I encourage the reader to read through the entire chapter to obtain a comprehensive understanding of the personified wisdom depicted there. Thus I read from Proverbs chapter 8, 1-6. Does not wisdom call out? Does not understanding raise her voice? At the highest point along the way where the paths meet, she takes her stand. Beside the gate leading into the city, at the entrance she cries aloud, "To you, O people, I call out. I raise my voice to all mankind. You who are simple, gain prudence. You who are foolish, set your hearts on it. For I have trustworthy things to say. I open my lips to speak what is right." The personification of wisdom conveys to us that it is inherently present wherever we direct our gaze. Observing the created world fundamentally attests to the immeasurable power and wisdom of Elohim. The secular sciences also bears witness to this. We encounter similar ideas expressed by the writing of another great sage from a later period, in his epistle to the Romans, chapter 1, verses 19 and 20. Since what may be known about Elohim is plain to them, because Elohim has made it plain to them. For since the creation of the world, Elohim's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made, so that people are without excuse. Based on research in quantum physics, it is known that the world is made up of tiny vibrating strings infinitely smaller than atoms. Moreover, everyone is well aware of the reports from numerous atheist scientists regarding probabilities in various fields of physics and especially biology, explaining how low are the chances that life could have appeared and developed in a way that allows it to function properly. The numbers they put forward are astronomical, literally bordering on the impossible. Furthermore, they all agree that the fundamental element at the core of matter and life, which defines them, is information. And here too, all scientists acknowledge that there can be no information without a superior intelligence behind it. If there are people in human history who fit the judgment that Paul expressed 2,000 years ago, it is now more than ever today's scientists and their followers who, despite clear observations and conclusions, persist in denying the truth. Choose my instruction instead of silver, knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is more precious than rubies, and nothing you desire can compare with her. I, wisdom, dwell together with prudence. I possess knowledge and discretion. Proverbs 8:10-12. He brought forth all things through the word of Elohim, his word, who is Yahushua. All living creatures owe their existence to this. As I previously mentioned in my article, Yud He Vav He is genetically coded into us. There I emphasize that within the core of every living being, the name of Yahuwah resonates like an unceasing symphony at the very essence of the matter. Everything came into being through the word of Elohim. And like any spoken word, this word also carries a resonance that has never ceased to echo since then. The phenomenon referred to as cosmic microwave background radiation is in reality a misinterpretation in which the echoes and the repercussions of the Big Bang are thought to be detectable through certain electronic devices rather than those of the Creator. Yahushua HaMashiach is wisdom. My fruit is better than fine gold. What I yield surpasses choice silver. I walk in the way of righteousness, along the paths of justice, bestowing a rich inheritance on those who love me and making their treasuries full. Yahuwah brought me forth as the first of his works, before his deeds of old. I was formed long ages ago, at the very beginning, when the world came to be. When there were no watery depths, I was given birth. When there were no springs overflowing with water, before the mountains were settled in place, before the hills, I was given birth. Before he made the world, or its fields, or any of the dust of the earth. I was there when he set the heavens in place, when he marked out the horizon on the face of the deep, when he established the clouds above and fixed securely the fountains of the deep, when he gave the sea its boundary so that waters would not overstep his commands, and when he marked out the foundations of the earth. Then I was constantly at his side. I was filled with delight day after day, rejoicing always in his presence. We are still in Proverbs chapter 8, verse 19-30. By using earthly scientific instruments, we are able of identifying the signature and the mark of the eternal within the created universe. The physical laws are in perfect harmony with the spiritual laws, with the Torah. And these two cannot be separated. Anyone who separates the physical laws from the Mosaic laws, which are sealed and confirmed by the Messiah, as we read in the New Testament, draw human and erroneous conclusions from their observations and investigations. Here also, let's be wise like doves. Let us embrace what is worthy among scientists, even if they are atheists, as long as they deserve the label of genuine science. At the same time, we must reject any other mythological pseudoscience under the disguise of historical sciences. Let us emphasize the truths originating from the operational sciences, like physics, chemistry, and biology, and set aside the narrators, like paleontologists and other naturalists, whose conclusions are heavily built upon assumptions rather than direct and simple observation of natural occurrences. Upon doing so, we will come to realize that genuine sciences, specifically the operational sciences, do indeed confirm the revelations found within the Bible. To close my article, here is a warning, which is none other than the continuation of the previous verse. Still in Proverbs chapter 8, verse 32 to 35. Now then, my children, listen to me. Blessed are those who keep my ways. Listen to my instruction and be wise. Do not disregard it. Blessed are those who listen to me, watching daily at my doors, waiting at my doorway. For those who find me find life and receive favor from Yahuwah. In summary and concisely, the real science, the knowledge of Yahuwah, basically consists in welcoming the Spirit of the Creator and create in us the conditions so that He can function freely through our person. As for the Creator, He is none other than the one by whom, in whom, and for whom the Word was formed, the right hand of the Father, His creative power, the word uttered by the one who engenders, I mean the Son. By accepting the covenant with the Son, all the knowledge of the Father will be gradually revealed to us from within, from the depths of our hearts and minds, by the action of Ruach HaKodesh.